LS213 Ultrasonic Thickness Gauge is portable and can non-destructively test good conductor of sound such as metal, glass, ceramics, and PC material. How does the LS213 Ultrasonic Thickness Gauge works? LS213 features dual crystal probe, which is consisted of two independent transducers angled, separated by a sound barrier. The instrument uses single echo measurement principle. One transducer sends the ultrasonic pulses inside probe, which returns after it impacts the back wall, and another transducer receives the echo. It calculates the thickness of material by the sound velocity and the time taken between the pulses sent and echo received. Featuring excellent time chips is to record accurate time between the pulses sent and echo received by two transducers to get precise data. How to get the thickness of the material using LS213. One method is that users can select the sound velocity according to the common material built in the gauge, another is input the sound velocity manual. How to acquire the sound velocity according to the thickness. If the thickness of regular objects can be measured by other tools, and users can set sound velocity by the thickness. Then they can measure the thickness of irregular materials, consisted of same components as the regular objects. Sometimes, the ultrasonic signal will be deflected or weakened due to the thickness or components of the materials. In order to solve this problem, the gauge designed the automatic gain switchable function, which can automatically amplify the ultrasonic signal, so that the transmitted pulse is accurately captured by the sensor when propagating. LS213 Ultrasonic Thickness Gauge can measure the thickness of the materials from 0.8 mm to 350 mm. The accuracy can reach plus or minus 0.05 mm, which can pass the Chinese National Authoritative Metrology Institute testing. In statistics mode, the gauge can count the maximum, minimum, and average values of the recent data. How to detect whether the thickness of the material is uniform. Allowing to set upper and lower limits, the gauge can automatically determine whether the tested material is qualified and the thickness is uniform according to the thickness threshold. How to calibrate the LS213 Ultrasonic Thickness Gauge. Calibration is simple for the gauge. All you need to do is applying the couplant to the standard block. Press the probe tightly, and keep them well coupled until the gauge prompts the calibration to be completed. Long press the power button to switch off the instrument after finishing the measurement. Press and hold the key for 3 seconds to enter the menu in the off state. System setup can be made here. Short press the power button to select your option. Language is available in English and Chinese. Units can be chosen from millimeter and inch. Auto switch off time can be set from 1 to 9 minutes. There are statistical mode and QC mode. Statistical mode is the factory default measurement mode. If choose QC mode to test, you need to set the upper and lower limit values. Short press the left or right button to select whether to restore the factory settings. Return to the menu interface, select Exit, and back to the measurement interface. For thickness inspection of materials that can only be measured from one side or with irregular shapes, the LS213 Ultrasonic Thickness Gauge is your best measuring tool.